One of our favorite bands, Archspire, just shot and produced a $80,000 music video.
Yeah, we both consider ourselves video producers. We are going to point out some of the things that we think are awesome, not only musically, but about the video as well.
Sick.
All right, so this is obviously is going to be like a figuring out what the fuck happened there.
Oh, interesting. It's like a backstage thing. No, that's a movie theater. Is it?
It's like a club or something, yeah. Yeah, it looks like a club. Oh! Okay, I kind of see where they're going with this, maybe. Like a VR. Because a lot of their themes are like transhumanism,
yeah.
like VR, like, you know, like that kind of shit. So it seems like it's probably going in that direction.
And we're bleeding the future.
Yeah, bro. There's probably going to be fucking gore. Nice. Dude, imagine like being at a club and like putting it on and not knowing what to expect, and all of a sudden you're getting like barked at by fucking Archspire.
And not only barked is like the perfect thing to say. I mean, the inhuman speed of this vocalist is crazy. Not necessarily my favorite like harsh vocalist, but his creativity and the speed. He's like the Busta Rhymes of death metal vocalists.
That's the best fucking way to put it. He's so unique. You can tell who it is like right off the bat.
Yeah.
And dude, and the fucking precision with this band, dude. The precision is just so laser focused, man.
Yeah, it's one of the best parts of the band, and it's still accessible somehow.
Yeah, right.
So crazy.
The bass tapping, dude.
One thing I have to say, I don't know what the lyrics are, but in this particular song, to me, it sounds like he's saying cornbread.
Nice.
Love that.
That little bass
Yeah,
run.
everyone in this band is absolutely disgusting at their instrument. They've been so hyper focused on being not only technically good, but also amazing songwriters at the same time, which is extremely difficult to do.
Yeah, dude. I think the last time that like a band really kind of started pushing the envelope was like Necrophagist, you know, that kind of thing, where it's just like an extreme blend of like what you would think is technically close to impossible, you know, and then like putting like the death metal extremes on it.
Yeah, and I would argue that Necrophagist is no longer really relevant, and I think Archspire has replaced them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Next time they show the VR goggle, Pepper Grinder out of his pants. Next time they show the VR goggles, they look like guitar pickups.
Yeah. D&D.
Yep.
All right, listen. Cornbread.
Cornbread. I can't unhear it now.
Just the immense human speed that they are playing here, inhuman speed, really is mesmerizing. And not only that, but the accessibility, like the design of how the vocals go fast, but those like really cool wide vocals that wake you up.
Yeah.
Make it catchy. There's earworms in the technicality.
Yeah, I like how you use the word design, because that's what these guys are doing when they're making these songs, is they're not just sweeping and treading and all this stuff. They are arranging the parts, they're arranging the balance of the tracks, they're, you know, this is all very deliberate to help us as listeners be able to, one, decipher what the fuck is going on, and two, like actually engage with the music versus just like be like a fucking somebody who's just getting pummeled with this noise.
Yeah, and one of the things I love too about Dean, I know he's only one of the writers for the band, but Dean as a guitar player and also as a YouTuber and editor, you know, he's very much about designing for the details. There's a lot of that here, which I can definitely appreciate.
Yeah.
You were rewarded for paying attention.
For sure.
So sick.
I love that his alter ego is like a rap dude too.
This is crazy right here. So one other thing I really want to point out here, because one of the riff coming up is absolutely devastating. I can't wait to talk about it. One thing I want to talk about though is the video piece of this. There are so many fantastic angles and establishing shots moving in and out of what the narrative is doing here.
Yeah.
That is where the money is going, not only in all of the angles, because there's probably multiple takes for all this, but the actors and props.
What's cool about this video is it kind of alludes to some of their other videos where the cinematography is very similar. Kind of like industrial vibe, but like, you know, for this band, it's like, I don't know, cyberpunk, like neuromancer kind of shit. So like you're gonna see a lot of like, I'm expecting a lot more of like, you know, like following like cables and lines and shit that are coming out of people, or like the VR, like, you know, plane and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm excited for the rest of it.
It's gonna explode eventually.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, cool. That riff. And the harmony.
Yeah. If for some reason you have not listened to this album, what are you doing?
Really awesome little bridge. And they bring it back with speed.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, this is cool. Like a little like chamber. Should like control like a little chamber. It's not little, it's big.
Little people. Ah.
Awesome.
Listen to that melody. Awesome.
Dude, this is like some John Carpenter shit.
Yeah,
right here.
dude. This is why it's expensive. There was practical effects.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, they built some actual like real stuff and put that on an actress. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and to me, it's great when CGI is utilized. It's utilized best, in my opinion, when it helps like build like the landscape, when it helps like add depth and atmosphere to the landscape versus, you know, like leaning like heavily into like a CGI creature or something like that. It looks like they went with practical effects mixed with the CGI background in the cave and the cavern and stuff. I'm sure that's all like green screen and whatnot, but when you blend it that well, it becomes like, you know, like you can't tell what's real and what's not.
Well, you get the realism of the actual thing that they made contrasted against the fake background or whatever, and that makes the real thing even more believable and focused on, which is great.
Yep.
And one thing I want to point out too is the melody in the clean part during this blast beat section is really sick because it comes back and they could play it faster. It's just a really great progression of the part, and it's a good way to move you through the song. Now we have a solo over it.
Oh, cool.
Sick. It reminds me of the creature from Slither.
Yeah. Is that like an award that they won or something?
Probably. So awesome part there. Really great place to pause it. One thing I love too about the production is like they reward you for listening for all the other subtleties, but it's also not only in guitar but in the bass. Mm-hmm. Like that run we just heard, that was such a cool little thing, and the bass does a good job of like being in the background, supporting what's going on, but then also giving its place to shine. And that was a cool spot for that.
I like how you don't see the full creature. You're just kind of seeing. That was probably the most revealing shot right there.
Yeah.
But any good horror, you know, director or practical effects person or whatever knows the less you show it, the better.
And the scarier it is.
Yeah, right. Because one, you're leaving more to people's imagination. Two, it's just, you want it to be terrifying. You don't want to like just reveal the whole fucking thing and all of a sudden you know exactly what it is. It's like you want like little bits and pieces, and that's what
And then
they're
once
doing.
it's revealed, the payoff is awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
The big hole in them.
Natural one, you're dead. Oh my god.
He's gonna use it as a weapon. Oh, jeez.
Oh shit. We're gonna have to edit that out. You dead.
You're dead, honey.
Cool.
Wow.
Oh, that's gruesome.
Holy crap. Wow. That thing is sick.
Did you ever see the Oat Studios shorts?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Definitely.
You can kind of see the likeness of the actress, too.
Yeah,
Like in
you
the
can.
face.
I love the stay tech.
Yeah. This guy's like, fuck.
Wow.
Nice.
That was excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed that a lot. As a video, you know, spoke to us as like horror and sci-fi fans.
Yeah, and that's something that I think you and I are trying to do with our own stuff, like with the Forgemaster thing, which, by the way, if you don't know, we're musicians. If you want to check out our music, down in the links below. There's definitely like inspiration all around to be taken in by this band. They set the bar way higher than most of us can achieve, but hey, we're still at it and having fun, and that's what matters, right?
Oh, it was a Juno Award. Okay, so they had the Juno Award. That was the award that they were holding. I think that's like a Canadian award of some sort. So congratulations, Archspire. Fucking brilliant as always. Very glad to see that Bleed the Future is getting the fucking praise that it deserves, man.
Yeah.
One of the best albums we've heard in like a long time.
It sets the bar, and they're working on new music, I heard. What did you think of the video? Leave it down in the comments below. Check out some of our other reactions right here.
Go with the gods, Forgemates. The future is bleeding.